Loopers. The world is a vampire. Set to drain. Secret destroyer. Hold you up to the flame. And what do I get for my pay? Betrayed desires. In a piece of the game. Even though I know, I suppose I'll go.
Damn!
I like
my bass got off tune there. I was like, wow, that didn't work.
Vibrating yourself.
Let me try to run it back down and still didn't work.
I liked it.
I liked it.
Welcome to Loopers. It's the podcast where we start off in one chaotic place. We often end in one chaotic place, although today we might just stick on one overarching topic because the gossip is just that goddamn good.
Live in the chaos.
You're hoping and praying, but we'll see.
I love a piece of gossip. Mikey, give me the rundown.
Yes, last year there was a famous story about Falling in Reverse frontman and Tommy Lee of Motley Crue's wife. She came out and said that she had been catfished by Ronnie or someone that she thought was Ronnie Radke on Snapchat.
Ronnie Radke of Falling in Reverse, Escape the Fate.
Yeah, and he said it didn't happen. It wasn't him. Turns out it was obviously somebody catfishing her. And they had a whole big deal about it, and it became a thing. And now Ronnie Radke has filed a restraining order early this year, so within the last 8 days, against Brittany, alleging that she is harassing and stalking him, saying that she repeatedly contacted him online and even showed up outside his home and at a medical appointment he had.
Ugh.
So what do we...
It's all a mess. I think there's so much going on here. Well, first of all, I think it's very important that we have the context of this first went down last year.
Yeah.
Like, it's been a full year of this insanity, I think.
Yes.
Oh, well, maybe half a year.
There's been a lot going on.
There's been a lot happening. And then there did seem to come a point where it was like, okay, you know that you fucked up, Brittany.
Yeah.
And you know now that Ronnie's not doing this. He's saying that. Now everyone stay the fuck away from each other. That's what it seemed to be last time.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, now it sounds like she's been saying, I know Ronnie says it's not him, but like, and Ronnie's like, no, like it's not me. Stop pretending that like you can make an argument for it. So what do we think, though? Do we think it's weird to be that insistent, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I think the fact that he's going to all the trouble of doing the restraining order probably says a lot, because if it was just something that wasn't a big deal, or if they were actually doing this for publicity or something like that, he wouldn't be going to that trouble.
Although notably, he did get denied for the restraining order.
Yeah, he did.
That is important.
And that's where I think both of them are unreliable on what we're being fed right now. Like, it's, I wish I could say that this was a marketing play for both or all involved in this.
Could
but
be.
At the same time, what are we trying to market?
Yeah, well, this keeping your
doesn't
name in the news, I guess.
I was about to say, because at some point, I mean, it's not really about the music anymore. Let's be so honest. We can love and appreciate Motley Crue and their music, and also recognize that whatever they put into the ether anymore, as far as news headlines, is not going to be about music. But they do need to be in the headlines for the music.
The restraining order got denied because there were no threats of violence, no substantial emotional distress. It basically didn't fit the legal standard for a restraining order.
Yeah.
So what's going on that he needs to file? Like, if
stop.
the rest of the...
That's a good point, actually. Like, if there's no real reason, he's got to have attorneys and stuff. So he's filing why? Because it'll make news?
Because there seems like there's options as a rich rock star that you can go and get a new phone number.
Although she's showing up at a medical appointment, maybe I'm starting to think maybe Brittany has some struggles, maybe. And she kind of can't put that wall up where it needs to be up, maybe? And I don't know for sure. But...
This is going to sound so fucking bitchy, but we've met.
Yeah.
Listen, there has to be something going wrong if you look at Tommy Lee and you think husband material.
It's a good point.
Like, yes, it sounds comedic and shitty, but also, like, legit, though, if you look at that pattern of behavior and you say, this is the man that I want to marry.
Spend the rest of my life with.
I don't know the relationship. Maybe something went down that gave her some sense of safety, but it's seeming like it's not stable.
Well,
I don't think so.
When the original Catfish happened, she was living in a hotel because her and Tommy
Yeah.
were separated at the time.
Right.
So
yes.
So she was working on her marriage.
Hard work.
Yikes.
Hard work.
with a stranger on the
Yeah,
internet.
exactly.
Yeah, on Snapchat.
And that's the one we heard about.
Also, Snapchat.
So are we still using Snapchat? I'm too old. I never did.
Yeah, a lot of people are still using
Really?
it. It's starting to make a
Weirdly,
resurgence.
yeah.
I saw someone who's like a digital person say, actually, there's this new feature on Snapchat that people don't really know about, and you can reach a ton of people because it's a new feature, so they're promoting it a lot. It's called like Snapchat Active or
Just
some weird thing like that.
Think about the reels that you're being flooded with on whatever social media, and now Snapchat has access
Same
to
thing,
it. So
yeah.
it's just repurposing what you're already doing.
I'm sure I've been catfished at some point. I don't know that I ever ended up meeting the person, but I'm sure someone was like pretending to be someone else in my DMs at some point.
And well, here's the other thing. That's another clear indication that something's just fucked here, because like in order to be catfished, you have to be like really, really sold on it. One way or another, Brittany thinks that she straight up has a chance with Ronnie Radke.
Yeah.
Like, you can't not make that conclusion logically from all of the behavior that is happening. So regardless, Brittany has developed a crush of probably a limerent variety.
What's that mean? What's that word?
Oh, you should definitely learn about
A
limerents.
limerent variety.
It is, especially in ADHD, kind of an obsession.
When you latch on to something.
So, like, you know, there's crush, but then it's like, this is because it's not about the crush, because it's not about the person anymore. It's about how they make you feel, the world that they make you envision when you feel about that way about them,
was
whatever.
all my relationships when I was younger.
Right, but
know?
it's not based on a real person, so it's not healthy. It's certainly not sustainable. So she has some version of an idea of Ronnie Radke that she's clearly made up in her head because he is rejecting her. Regardless of what's happening publicly, he is rejecting her.
You ever want to get a girl's attention?
Publicly reject her?
It actually works. I mean, you know, if you ignore
If
her,
you're like super toxic and don't have healthy relationships, yes.
It's just a weird thing because you find that, you know, I don't know. Does the people just want what they can't have? I think there's part of that too.
I mean, like, I don't think that it's rejection that would get any woman or man interested. It's not rejection. It's scarcity. It's the scarcity mindset. It's, now I want them. Now, if you're healthy and someone rejects you, then you go, oh, okay, like no harm, no foul, because I don't have a scarcity mindset. I'll find someone else that will match better inherently, because this obviously wasn't a match. I just liked you.
I'm abundant.
Right, but if you are a little bit more, we say toxic, but toxic is such a buzzword in this day and age that almost means evil. Toxic just meaning some version of dysfunctional, but that
Unhealthy.
can be like literally anything. So if you're a little more toxic and someone says no to you, then it becomes a conquest. That's unhealthy.
Right.
That's where the issue
It
comes
does
in.
feel that way, doesn't it?
It can, yeah.
Because, I mean, he's being
Sounds like
pretty
it.
public about like, yo, first of all, this wasn't me. Second of all, I'm not interested in you. Third of all, leave me alone. Okay, you're still showing up to things. I guess I'll get a restraining order. Or at least
Yeah.
that's the story we're hearing.
Yeah, I mean, if he really wants to say no, he disengages.
He's also been kicked off
Is
of
what we've
Instagram.
learned.
His account is not on Instagram. They said that he's been banned from Instagram for one
that's
reason
'cause
or
I'm
he's a
another.
assuming
dick
that's
all the
because
time.
of him.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, what does that have to do with him with this? Why would they ban him for that? It must be something else.
No, I'm sure it has nothing to do with this. Were you going to say, yeah, Ronnie just goes after people online like it's a known thing. You won't watch this, but hey, Ronnie.
The one thing I was thinking about is she got catfished, right? Nobody has come to the forefront to say, I did it. And in this world of overglorified, everybody wants attention. This was me. I didn't do this for any reason. Nobody has stepped forward to say, I did it.
And if you don't know, by the way, Ronnie Radke did prison time because him and a group of people went out in the desert, and he wasn't technically involved in the killing of someone, but someone was killed, and he was essentially in the room, basically, so he got charged as well. So he's had a checkered past too.
Yeah.
No one's out here claiming Ronnie Radke's the stable one.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the issue.
Yeah.
If there were any stability here, this would not continue happening. What's happening is you're seeing two high conflict personalities continuing to fucking engage with each other, when instead, if y'all would just, like, literally it takes one of them to hands off. If either Brittany would just shut the fuck up and hands off it, or if Ronnie would just shut the fuck up and let her, like, run her mouth if you want, but, like, stay the fuck out of it, it would die out.
How do you feel if you're Tommy Lee?
I don't think, I mean, I know he feels
Rich
like
and drunk?
shit.
I was going to say,
Because
you don't
his-
feel anything because you've burnt out your nerves with
Right.
drugs and alcohol.
But it's also they had their own little situation before all of this was going on, and I don't know that they ever had an opportunity to heal from that.
Who is they?
Fix Tommy and Brittany.
Okay.
Yeah, because they've
been off and on and had tumultuous relationships.
So it's just kind of
surprise.
The guy from Motley Crue, not a stable husband.
It's like you get a situation like this, and Tommy's trying to attempt to back her, but the evidence isn't helping her in any way, and they haven't divorced as of.
That's the thing.
No, they're back together right now.
Why?
I don't know.
Call it. Like, at some point, have the emotional maturity to say, this situation isn't working. You can love him. You can still love him. That love doesn't, disappear. You could even still be in contact, maybe. I assume. If you have healthy boundaries that maybe you'll suddenly develop. But, just call it. You're cheating on him. But, baseline, you're cheating on him, even if, it's a catfish, even if you haven't fucked anyone. You are looking for attention outside of your marriage. That means you're not getting it in your marriage. So then call it.
Is Brittany Furlan anything? I mean,
Comedian,
professionally.
She's an influencer.
Okay, so nothing. Just kidding. No, all I'm saying is she seems to be very drawn to rock stars, right?
Right.
So I kind of understand that a little bit. This isn't a brag. I had a little situation with Avril Lavigne once, and I became sort of obsessed. I was like, wow.
Does Avril Lavigne know this?
Yes. Well, she invited me. I was like, how cool is this, right? And you it's when you have all these people that you could date, and then someone's a little cooler or they have that status, it sort of pulls you in and attracts you in that way. But I don't know.
But it's also, she has access because of her influence comedian career, however her fame came to. She has access.
As much as we have access.
No.
Well,
we
through
have
Tommy,
more, probably.
Tommy Lee. I mean, she's at shows. She has that kind of.
I would say, if she wanted to seek someone out, not named Ronnie Radke, she could absolutely go find them.
Maybe not anymore.
Yeah, true. No. They're like, nope, no.
Well, then again, that also might be why she doesn't leave them, because fuck.
Yeah.
That was my I'm not going to be able to have this lifestyle again.
Publicly a mess too. That's tough.
Unless, and this is just going fucking insane, learn a skill.
Yeah.
And then you don't have to rely on relationships for your money making.
I tried looking up her comedy.
Not her, by the way. I don't know that she's doing that. Let me be so, because that might sound very, very misogynistic. I'm calling her a gold digger. That's not what I am saying. I am not talking about Brittany. I'm talking about in general.
You're not saying.
What?
You're not saying she's a gold digger.
Yeah, but she's not dealing with any broke rock stars, let me tell you.
Yeah, they're all rich, that's for sure. She's not traveling in a van.
No kidding.
She's not going to be the merch girl at a show.
No.
But she'd be a great one.
She's an influencer.
She would sell the hell out of some T-shirts.
I'm sure she's great. Whatever. It's just that this situation is not being handled well, and it's being not handled well and in public, and the way that it's not being handled well is so immature and such an easy fix that it's what the fuck are you doing?
And it also speaks to the people that are around you.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I'm not looking to Tommy to be the one who's going to be hey, this is how we move out of this and how we move around. But I'm assuming Ronnie's got a manager of some sort somewhere, a publicist, a PR person. And outside of the extra publicity is hey, this has gone on a little too far.
We talked about it on the air today. We're talking about it on a podcast. I mean,
that's why
the whole world's a show, kind of.
And to be fair for Ronnie, well, not being fair, but to understand maybe Ronnie, this is one of the first times where he's not the bad guy. If it's true, if he really hasn't been catfishing
he's just been catfishing her the whole time.
Here's what I could also hypothesize is maybe he didn't start it, but I could definitely see him being a little fucking troll about it, and every now and then fucking with her on some other Snapchat
and that
account
makes her
or whatever.
pop up.
Right, and then how do you not then assume the whole thing is Ronnie? Someone else that we know that maybe was fucking with a coworker and said oh my God, I can't breathe in the studio because Michael set off a bunch of bear mace.
Yeah,
something like
that. It's stressful to be
things.
around people like that.
It is. Yeah. Thoughts?
Tough.
I've never been around anybody like that.
That's not what I was asking about. I was talking about the Ronnie and the Brittany situation.
Have you ever been catfished, Marris, or had a situation where somebody...
In the golden days of AIM, I'm pretty sure, yeah. There was somebody who was reaching out to me because of where I lived, and we're like, oh, I'm going to be babysitting this summer. We should meet up. And I was like, absolutely. who, like what? And then like I was trying to connect the dots on who was in that neighborhood, and summer came, and then they started asking for other stuff, and I was just like, I'm done talking to you.
What, like money?
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ah.
I was not of age.
Oh my God. Okay.
Wowzer.
Yeah.
Well, so you were a victim.
I didn't do anything.
Okay, you were still subjected to it.
I mean, it was
You
just,
were a smart victim.
yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's just one of those things where it was just kind of like, you're gonna, like, you know, in that time of internet, there is, I guess, a level of I have to take you for what you're telling me. And then when they started asking for other things, it's kind of like, oh, this is what you are. No.
Yeah,
no.
gotta go.
And being perfectly honest, I didn't realize it until probably about 5 years ago when we were having conversations about AIM with friends. And I was like, oh, wait, they did ask for dick pics. And I was 14 and... Oh,
my lens wasn't that big.
Okay, this is
that's a predator.
what that was. And I was just like, okay, that's kind of wild. And I'm glad I wasn't stupid at 14.
Woo! Let me tell you, but like, I'm glad that nothing happened, and I'm kind of glad that it was online in real life, because that's how a lot of people realize that they've been sexually assaulted. Is like years later, you go, wait a minute, he lied about that thing, and I didn't know that about the lie until 2 years after that incident. And now taking that into consideration, I wouldn't have slept with that dude had I known X, Y, or Z, but I did. And now it's unconsensual. Now it's like almost retroactive.
Yeah.
Even though it wasn't. It was in the moment also assault.
Yeah.
But it's like a fucky thing. I get that.
I guess not necessarily catfish, just really fucked up.
Somebody tried to trick you, basically.
Yeah.
That's just crazy.
Yeah, that feels like a version of catfishing. I mean, like, that's what we're getting at, like online predators.
Portrayed as a woman, I'm assuming now that was not even close.
The person who catfished Brittany's got to just be like, damn, I'm good. Like, look at they're filing restraining orders.
And that's the other reason why I'm like, how has somebody not come forward to claim this?
Yeah, that's interesting. Well, I bet
because
you'd
if
probably
that's
be in
what
trouble.
you do, you also have to understand why you would catfish. What makes you feel so inadequate that you can't show up as yourself in that scenario? Now,
unless you're just a troll, right?
But also, that's the general one. It is a good question, because why the fuck would you catfish Brittany Furlan of all people?
That's interesting too.
Yep.
Yeah.
And knowing
maybe she's accessible.
And knowing
that responds,
that's
maybe.
true.
Ronnie Radke would potentially be a trigger for her in a way.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't somebody just was like, oh, I'm just going to find this random person and hit on Brittany.
She is beautiful, too.
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
They went and grabbed Ronnie's image to use to get her attention.
And if this ever happens, or you're in a situation where you feel overwhelmed by the internet, you can always just block everyone. Not everyone, but you know what I mean? Like, if she went and blocked every one of Ronnie's profiles, forgot about him, she doesn't see his stuff anymore, that seems to me that could have solved this problem, but she continues to fish in the
But
pond.
I also think that she got into a headspace where she was like, I am feeling a certain type of way about Radke right now. Yeah. So that was hard for her to dissociate from when she got into the middle of it. So now she's stuck and still chasing it.
Because when she was getting catfish, she started thinking they actually could have.
And
so
that's
she's
the limerence
felt
of
that.
it.
Yeah, interesting.
And that's what gets you that addicted.
We looped right back around to the limerence. I like it.
We sure did. We should call this podcast Loopers. Loopers.